We're back. The Patriots are back. You know the vibes. Man, been on cloud nine since Thursday night. Watching the Patriots win for the first time in 6 years. Watching the Patriots win after seeing 6 horrible losses on this channel here in a row. I mean, one of them was Brady returning, and I was rooting for Brady at that time. So that one really wasn't as painful, but like still, it counts as a Patriot loss at the end of the day. Felt great. Felt great to see a Patriots win. I haven't had that feeling in a while, leaving that place, and it felt really good. I left that place thinking, damn, this felt like playoff football right here. This felt like the atmosphere of a really good Patriots team. Playoff football atmosphere, and it's what we all wanted. It's what everybody wanted back over there at Gillette Stadium for quite a while now, ever since Brady departed for Tampa Bay. Been on the hunt for a really good team, and I really think that we have a really good team here. Not going to sit here and say that the Patriots are Super Bowl bound. Not going to sit here and say that. But are they a threat in the AFC? Absolutely, 100% they are. I can safely say that based on what I saw on Thursday night. While I will also say that I feel like that game, they left some points off the board. And I feel like a lot of people are saying that right now. Like, definitely, that was not the best game that they played. But also, you got to understand, it's a short week. They just came off a tough game in Tampa Bay. That was a really good team. And they're definitely tired a little bit. They're definitely aching. And, like, Thursday Night Football, short week, definitely not an easy game to win. No matter who you're playing, like, that was probably, like, the best time that the Jets were going to get the New England Patriots, because I think they came off of a win against the Cleveland Browns, as a matter of fact. So they had an easy game on Sunday. That was like the best time for the Jets to get the Patriots. And the Patriots just found a way. They found a way to win that game. And that's what good teams do. When it's not looking the best like it normally is, they find a way to win games. And that's the sign of a really good football team. Taking care of business of the bad teams, but when it's not looking good, you still ultimately find a way to win games. And then you're also beating good teams at the same time. That's a sign of a really, really good team. And the Patriots have been doing that. They have a really, really good team on their hands. And I think that they right now should be one of the favorites to win the AFC. I said one of the favorites. Not the favorite, one of the favorites. So, we're going to react to this video here. Stephen A. Smith, does the road to the Super Bowl in the AFC actually go through the New England Patriots? I mean, they have the best record in football right now, so, you know, it should. They got somewhat of an easy schedule coming up. They have Cincinnati next week. Cincy hasn't looked really that great. That was going to be one of the tougher games I had them winning going into the season. But, like, obviously, Joe Burrow goes down. I don't think he's back next week. I think he is out for the remainder of the season. I can check that for you real quick. It's actually breaking news. It's actually breaking news that he returned to practice and that he might be back. Oh, I see it right here. They're eyeing Thanksgiving versus Ravens. Okay, so he'll most likely be out for the Patriots game. That's crazy that, like, that just came to my head and, like, I had to look that up. And, like, it's technically breaking news, like, hey, he might be back. That's crazy. So you should win that game against Cincy. I mean, they have a ton of weapons there, but, like, I don't think their defense is as great. I mean, they have Trey Henderson. He's obviously their best defensive end. He's probably their main defensive piece on that team. Then you got Buffalo. Buffalo's a tough team also, like obviously as we know. But you proved that you can beat them. So it's definitely a game that you can win. Especially it being here at Gillette Stadium too. Can totally win that game. Can absolutely win that game. Ravens has not looked great this year. I would expect you to beat them as well. I think Lamar Jackson is back now, so not saying it's going to be an easy win, but at the same time, I think that they just haven't looked great, so you should be able to handle business there. That's all I'm going to say with that. This team might end with 3 losses. They're probably going to have around 12, 13 wins. And they're going to blow by all 3 of our expectations. I had them 9-8. At best 10-7. Mike had them 6-11. Ben had them 7-10. They're going to blow by all of our predictions. Steven actually might be the closest one. I know Steven's not a part of Beantown Takes, but like, he gave his prediction for the Patriots at the beginning of the year when him and I went to that home opener. He said 11-6. He's going to be the closest one, I feel like. I mean, he's been a football knower, though, to be fair. He probably knows football more than the 3 of us that are on this show. He plays semi-pro football. That's just a fun fact. This Patriots team could easily get 12, 13, maybe even 14 wins. That's a possibility right now for this Patriots team. If they keep playing like this, they keep playing with this consistency, taking care of the bad teams, blowing them out, hanging with the top teams, and finding ways to win when it's not looking the best, you gotta feel pretty good going into the playoffs against anybody. I mean, they should feel good about playing anybody right now anyways. But like, if they really end the season strong, then you gotta feel really, really, really good about their chances. So we're gonna react to Stephen A. Smith here. I am purposely reacting to a national sports analyst because at the beginning of the year, we heard that nationally sports analysts were saying that the Browns have a better record than the New England Patriots do. Still think you are a better roster.
You're not a better roster.
Yeah, you are. The Patriots.
You're not a better roster.
You're saying the Patriots don't have a better roster than the Cleveland Browns.
No.
You're smoking crack. Stop.
That's a hot take.
No, it's not.
That's a hot take.
National-wide people, not like, they see the roster and they see the Browns as a better one than the Pats.
Stop it. Get some help.
Not just Madden, nationally, that they were saying that. Ridiculous take. The absolutely ridiculous take. So, let's see the switch up now. Let's see the switch up. I really don't buy for a second that they were saying that the Browns had a better roster than the Patriots at the beginning of the year. I really don't buy that, but like, obviously, Mike sometimes has Skip Bayless takes. Let's just put it like that. So, we're going to react to this video here. Leave a thumbs up if you guys enjoy these videos. Subscribe now if you guys are new. You guys know what to do. Go to the website. The link is in the description down below. You guys want to be notified whenever you drop an upload. Hit that notification bell so you can be the first one to watch these videos. And without further ado, let's hop straight into this reaction.
Unfiltered. I'm not sold. I'm sorry. Unapologetic. I'm not trying to talk about him. Unlike anyone else. But knowing y'all will probably make me. This is the Stephen A. Smith Show. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the latest edition of the Stephen A. Smith Show, coming at you as I love to do over the airwaves of SiriusXM Mad Dog Sports Radio every weekday from 1 to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard
I
Time.
wonder who Stephen A. Smith is a
and of
fan
course,
of
we
in football.
re-air from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Number to call up as always is 888 Mad Dog 6. That's 888-623-3646. Once again, that number to call up is 888 Mad Dog 6. That's 888-623-3646. And of course, if you want to just leave your voicemail messages because you can't get in touch with me directly, you can always go to SiriusXM.com/GetSerious to make sure your voice is heard. That's SiriusXM.com/GetSerious. We got a jam-packed show coming your way today. Lots of stuff to get into. There's no doubt about it. And the first order of business is really not much when it comes to the New England Patriots. The New England Patriots, ladies and gentlemen, we're sitting here today, and I can't believe I'm about to say this, but a franchise that went 4-13 the last 2 years are on the road of ensuring that the road to the Super Bowl comes through Foxborough, Massachusetts. There's no other way to look at it. The road to the Super Bowl, in all likelihood, is going to come through Foxborough, Massachusetts. We saw the New England Patriots beat up on the New York Jets last night, 27-14. No surprise there.
I mean, listen, they didn't look good. They didn't look the best. And they still blew them out. It was more than a one-score game. There was a point in time, I think, where it was a three-score game. So, that's really taking care of business, even when you're not looking the best. Which is a sign of a very good team. That's a sign of a very good team that can compete with anybody. It doesn't matter who it is. The rise is here. The Patriots are back. The future's bright. Get used to them. They're going to be here for a while.
Do have to give the Jets some cover from the standpoint that Sauce Gardner is gone, Quinnen Williams is gone, Garrett Wilson is on the IR, so the legitimate argument can be made that your top three players aren't even there. And
You can't sit here and say Quinnen Williams and Sauce Gardner, they're just not on the team anymore. So you can't sit here and say your best three players are not there. Sauce Gardner and Quinnen Williams are no longer part of that team. So, you cannot sit here and say that they are a part of the team. You just can't use that. You can't use that in the argument.
And the Jets aren't very good anyway. A matter of fact, they're pretty damn bad.
They were bad
So
even with
because
those
of
guys
that,
on that team. I hate to break the news to
What
you.
big of a deal is it that you beat up on them? We have to look at it from that standpoint. What we can't do is take away from what we're seeing from the New England Patriots here.
Right.
Just call it what it is. Right now, they're on the verge. I mean, barring what happens this weekend between Denver and Indianapolis, I mean, the New England Patriots have the best record in football. We can't ignore that. We can't ignore that reality. We can't throw that aside. They also have signature wins both on the road against Buffalo and Tampa Bay. So we got to give them love there as well.
Right.
5 of their final 6 games are against teams that currently have a losing record. And that's where the trepidation kicks in. Bengals, Giants, Jets, Dolphins, and the 4-5 Ravens. I don't consider the Ravens a losing team. The Ravens have won 3 straight after starting out 1-5. They clearly are on the verge of catching the Pittsburgh Steelers. We all know this. Everybody can see it. And so that's going to be a real, real big deal. And the real test for New England, at least in the regular season, is going to be what they do in a Week 15 rematch with Buffalo in Foxborough, because they went on the road in Buffalo earlier this season and beat Buffalo. But as we look at the New England...
God, I wish I was not on 24/7. I'd be all over that game, to be honest with you. Oh my God, if I wasn't on 24/7, oh my Lord, that is the game of the year to be at. Whoo, man, that's gonna be a good one at Gillette.
The Patriots. And as we look at Drake May and the way that this brother has been balling, what are we going to say about them? Right now, last night, forget his stats. 107.6 passer rating, so what? It was against the New York Jets, okay? We get that part. But the man has passed for at least 200 yards in every single game, all 11 games this season for the New England Patriots. He's had a passer rating of at least 100 in 9 of the 11 games that he's played.
He's been incredible.
He's in year 2 of being a quarterback, with Mike Vrabel as his coach. And this is what he's doing. Let's not forget Stephon Diggs and what he's been doing. 9 of 11, 9 catches, 11 targets, 105 yards, his third 100-yard game of the season. What about this?
This is
Travion
exactly
Henderson,
what the
a
Patriots
rookie.
needed.
Career high 19 rushing attempts. Already has 5 touchdowns over the last 2 games with Ramondre Stevenson being out. I mean, I'm just looking at that. And by the way, forced a career high 9 missed tackles across 24 touches against the Jets. That's Travion Henderson, a rookie. Rob Gronkowski is the only Patriots rookie with 3 or more TDs in a single game. Going back to Drake May, 72% completion, second only to Jared Goff in this league. 8.9 pass yards per attempt, second only to Sam Darnold in this league. 257.8 passing yards per game, 7th in the NFL. 20 touchdown passes, tied for second only behind Matthew Stafford, okay? And a 113.2 passer rating is 5th in the National Football League. The New England Patriots have a quarterback. And if anybody's going to be particular about the level of production they get it from a quarterback, it's going to be the folks in Foxborough, because Tom Brady spoiled you for 20 years. So to see this brother doing what he does on the level that he is doing it, with Mike Vrabel, a 3-time Super Bowl champion with the New England Patriots, coaching this team, with them being balanced, with a decent defense, with a decent offense, with decent special teams, with toughness, we can't ignore what we're seeing from the New England Patriots. So to me, that begs the question, who's that team that's going to knock them off in the AFC? Is it Indy, if you got to go on the road to Foxborough? Is it Kansas City? But are you going to make the plays? You going to handle your business against Denver this weekend? Is it Denver, whose offense doesn't show up until fourth quarters most of the time? Is it the Chargers, who's on a come-up despite injuries, still having Justin Herbert, still having Jim Harbaugh, still being able to make some things happen? I'm wondering, is it the Baltimore Ravens?
Come on, stop it, dude. Stop. I get it. They've been better as of recently. But I don't know. Who have they beat? They beat Chicago 30-16. I mean, I guess that's a decent win. Blew out Miami. One-score game. Was it one-score game here? Yeah, one-score game with the Vikings. Like, let's see, though. Browns, Jets. Bengals twice. Steelers twice. Packers and us. I mean, listen, if Joe Burrow's back, then those are going to be 2 tough games. Steelers, I mean, I don't know. I think the Steelers are somewhat overrated. I think they're somewhat overrated. But I'm not going to sit here and say, like, they're not good. I just don't think they just looked as good this year. Maybe that is because of Lamar Jackson being out. Maybe that is. Let's also not forget that Baltimore did lose to Buffalo week 1 and absolutely choked that game away. They also lost to the Detroit Lions when Lamar Jackson played in that game also. I think, he got hurt that Kansas City game? I'm not going to really fault him for that one, but, like, there's been times where, even with Lamar Jackson, the team didn't look good. So, let's see. Let's see if him getting himself right, him coming back from an injury, helps his team look better than what they did at the beginning of the year. But they've lost to good teams too. So,
Lamar Jackson. Let me say this, because I want to put this out on Front Street, because I like to be honest with my listeners, viewers, and all of that. I'm not going to front, y'all. Yeah, I'm a Steelers fan. I don't believe in them.
Steelers, okay.
I don't believe in what I'm seeing. Their defense sucked for most of the year. When their defense got decent over the last 2 weeks, their offense sucked. So guess what? I'm not enamored. I'm not happy. Okay? And Aaron Rodgers has had a relatively
Steelers,
decent
Knicks,
season
Yankees.
up until last game. But DK Metcalf averaging 36.5 receiving
I don't
yards
know who
over
your
the
hockey
last
team
3
is,
games
but
is unacceptable. You needed to go out there and get another asset from a wide receiver standpoint, which is why the Steelers were supposedly, reportedly, one of the teams that went after Jalen Waddle and didn't get him, just like the Buffalo Bills should have got Jalen Waddle, how the hell do you not give up a first-round pick in 2026, holding out to give it in 2027? What type of damn sense does that make when you got Josh Allen behind center? He needs a pass catcher. That's what he needs. You can't sit up there and deny him the opportunity to have an additional pass catcher if that's the only impediment to grabbing one. Now, if they wanted more, they wanted more. But instead of getting a first-round pick in 2027, the Dolphins wanted a first-round pick in 2026, and you said no? What difference does it make? It's got to be one of the dumbest things that I think Buffalo has done. And I respect the hell out of them in their leadership. But what are you doing? What are you doing? So all of that stuff is relevant. But I just think that right now, as we look at New England, we have to acknowledge, yo, these boys are no joke. They ain't playing. Here they come. And you better pay attention.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot to think about when it comes to them. 888 Mad Dog 6 is always the number to call up. That's 888-623-3646. You're listening live to the Stephen A. Smith Show, Sirius XM, Mad Dog Sports Radio. That's just one of the things on my mind because I think it's important to mention. And I don't think it's something that you can summarily dismiss or ignore. That's where I'm at with it. The other thing I wanted to get into, which I find very, very interesting, and it's funny because one of the reasons I'm thinking about it is because of the doggy dog himself, Mad Dog Russo, who comes on with his afternoon drive show at the top of the 3 o'clock hour every weekday right here on Sirius XM, his namesake Mad Dog radio channel. This dude was on national television a few weeks ago complaining like all get out about the weak-ass schedule of the NFL that week. Like it's the NFL's fault. They make a schedule in advance, and then the teams stink up the joint, and the game ain't as compelling as he would like. I mean, he'll complain about anything. He just doesn't like Mad. He'll complain about anything, okay? Which is hilarious. He can't complain this week. Ladies and gentlemen, we got 3 big-time games we got to pay attention to. I already mentioned one of them to you. Kansas City going up against Denver. Kansas City going up against Denver. That's a big game. It's a big game because the Kansas City Chiefs had better win this game. We are 10 games in. They are 5-4, entering Week 10 for themselves.
Yeah, the fact that I saw that Kansas City is still the favorites to win the AFC this year, that's absolutely crazy. That's absolutely ridiculous. I don't agree with that one. Like, they have not looked good, period, this year. They've looked mid. They've looked very mid this year. And I get it. Patrick Mahomes, you can never count him out, I guess. And arguably the greatest tight end of all time. But, like, they've looked mid. They just really looked mid. That loss against Jacksonville was bad. The loss against the Eagles was brutal. Losing to the Chargers, losing to the Bills, like... It's just... They look really iffy. They look really sus. I can't sit here and give them the favorites right now. Today's game against the Broncos, and then the next week against the Colts, is going to really say a lot about that team. It's going to say a lot.
Okay? They lose this game. They're already 3 games behind. Denver's at 8-2. They are 5-4. 2.5 games. They lose this game. They 5-5. Denver's 9-2. It's a wrap.
Yeah.
It's a wrap. You're not going to win the division. You're not going to have a shot at winning the division if you're the Kansas City Chiefs and you lose this game. Other than the playoffs and the Super Bowl, one could easily argue this is the most important regular season game of Patrick Mahomes' career.
Yeah.
Because the man been winning since he arrived. Every single year he's been a starting quarterback. They've been in an AFC championship game. The brother is surreal. We know this. And we're looking at the rest of the parts around him. Juju Smith-Schuster. I mean, you got Thornton. You got Xavier Worthy. You got Rashee Rice. I mean, Pacheco's out, but Kareem Hunt is still experienced. Somebody got to run a damn football. You got a decent defense with Spagnuolo patrolling the seams and Stewart in the defense. Andy Reid's still there helping call plays. Calling plays, really. What excuse do you have? You can't lose this game. Can't lose this game. You cannot lose this game if you are the Kansas City Chiefs. And Denver, with the way their offense has struggled, as putrid as they have been. Come on. You got to win this game. Because Denver's defense is no joke. Plus 35. Plus 35. Sack differential compared to anybody else in the National Football League. First 10 games of the season. That's what they've recorded. Nobody has done that in NFL history.
That's
not
impressive.
The Steelers defense, the steel curtain. Not doomsday defense with the Dallas Cowboys. Not we are the Bears, the shuffling crew. Shuffle all down, do it for you. We're so bad, we know we're good. Remember the Chargers in 1985? Not them either. Not the Baltimore Ravens with Ray Lewis and those boys. Nobody has had a plus 35 sack differential in NFL history after 10 games. Until Denver did it just now. They are no joke when it comes to getting after the quarterback. And we know that is Patrick Mahomes' Achilles heel. Just like it was Tom Brady's Achilles heel against the New York Giants in those 2 Super Bowls in 07 and 2011. It's been a problem for Patrick Mahomes against Tampa in the Super Bowl, against Philly last year.
Against the Patriots in the AFC Championship.
You got to protect that brother. And if there's a team that's saying, you can't and you won't, it's the Denver Broncos. So this is what we're looking at right now. This is what we're facing. Right now, to me, that's one of the big-time games this weekend. Here's 2 others. Detroit heading to Philly. And I know we try to act like...
All right, we don't need to hear about the NFC, honestly.
And they say, we got a quarterback. There's a difference between capital. What you trade Brian Robinson Jr. for? Did you need a running back? What'd you do that for? This is what the Commanders have done. And you got in your own way. And that's why they suck right now. And if I'm Jaden Daniels, don't come back.
To sit there and watch and enjoy all that, you know?
So that's what you're
All right, I think that's going to do it. I think he touched on the Patriots, and that was it. I'll keep that Kansas City Denver Broncos segment in there, though, because, like, those are 2 teams that Vegas has that's, like, right there with the Patriots for winning the AFC in odds. So, like, I'll keep those in there. I still don't believe that the Chiefs have a better chance of winning the AFC right now than the Patriots. No way. There's no chance that they're the favorites in the AFC right now. There's no way. That's really all I got in this video here. National analysts giving New England Patriots their flowers. Love to see that. Patriots are back. Feeling really good. Waiting for this. Been waiting for us to be this back. Haven't been this back in forever. Now we have Cincy coming up. It's going to be a decent game there. Again, don't know if Joey Burrow is going to be back or not. If I had to guess, most likely not, but still, it's going to be a battle. It's going to be a tough one to go and win. Road games are never easy to go out and win, and the Patriots are undefeated on the road so far this year. So that's going to do it for this video here. Leave a thumbs up if you guys enjoy these videos. Right now, if you guys knew you guys want to do, go to our website. The link is in the description down below. If you guys want to be notified whenever we drop an upload, hit that notification bell so you can be the first one to watch these videos. Thank you guys for watching this one. It's been your boy Jesse, and we'll see ya in the next video. Later, guys.